to the Stone Crow virtual pub. Let's get you all squared up, shall we? Hello, how are we all doing? It is Friday night, it is 7 p.m. I believe. Let's drink some beer, shall we? Been 20 years since I bought a box with a tap that goes in the fridge. Oh yeah, remember those days? Remember those days? Bag in a box, I think it was called, wasn't it? So hello everybody. Welcome back to the Stone Crow virtual pub. I have spoilt myself tonight. I went to Tesco's shopping this morning and I bought my... Hello Simon, how are you mate? Al Humphreys, I am alright mate, I am alright. I went to Tesco's and I bought myself some Franciscana Weiss beer as a treat to myself after a weird week. MP, cheers. I had that bottle the other day. Hope you have a good day. Stephen, what about ye? Stone the Crows, the craft beer, evening mate, evening all. Like the background. I'm glad you do. Nice backdrop. I'm glad you all like it. Evening Simon, hope you are well. Bar's looking fantastic. Thank you so very much. It was looking rubbish for a while, wasn't it? Evening Si. Evening everyone, happy Friday. Hello Simon and all at the Stone Crow, says Stuart Clark. Hello everybody, how are we doing? Simon the Wallpaper, Old Tavern vibe or something else? Old Tavern vibe we went for. Hello everyone, proper beer. Stuart's on the quack. Big Kev did years. Hi Simon, hope you're well. I am mate. Love the backdrops, says MP. I love the pheasant wallpaper mate, nice and traditional. It's cool, isn't it? It's very, very pub-like. What am I drinking? I'm drinking a Franciscana. Watch the spicy hot dog video earlier if you try them again. Cover it in curry powder. Amazing. Oh, that would be lovely. Wouldn't it? Hello, Mr. Rate My Beer. Good evening, everyone. Nice to see you, Frankie, Simon, and thanks for the other night. Oh, well, I went on with Paul and Michelle. I had the radiator fitted. You haven't. This is the first Friday Night Live with the radiator installed. It's nice and warm out here, and I had one of those days where kind of state agent covered in curry sauce, cozy. Yeah. I keep losing my track of thought lately. I'm pouring beers. I'm reading comments. I'm thinking things. I was on with Paul and I must have drunk. I was on for 2 hours and I drank 4 cans very easily, and it could have quite easily kind of like gone out of control very quickly. So I decided very quickly to say, and it was just out of the blue. I just said I got a dash because I had the school run. In the morning and. I knew if I had one more, that would have been it. I would have drunk 6, 7. They were flying down. But I really enjoyed my time on Rate My Beer on Tuesday. It was really good. Thank you guys, Paul and Michelle. 146 of you in the Stone Crow virtual pub. Can you hit the like button down below? If you hit the like button down below, there's more of a chance that more people will join the live stream and have fun and enjoy themselves. So you're going to have to get a painting of some Duke or Duchess up there. Yeah, sure, yeah. Evening, Si, love the channel. Great stuff, mate. So, Pete, thank you so very much for enjoying the channel. I'm going to have I've dropped a like, mate. Hey, Blasteroid, thanks for hitting the like button down below. We've got 35 likes. Hello, Kim. Hello, I've spoiled the surprise. Like all the work I've done in here, all the wallpaper, it's all been spoiled now. You've had a little look before. Looking tired, and I Kim. Looking tired. It's been a hell of a week. Looks amazing. Thank you very much. Drinking a Cronbacker from Tesco's while they're still in the 660 mils. Having KP katsu curry peanuts. Lovely. Oh, I love a katsu. Anything katsu. Love it. It's like that coconut. Hi Simon, I'm drinking an Erding of Weiss beer in my Weiss beer glass. Brilliant, says Connor. What's your favourite Weiss beer? Probably this, to be honest. Probably Franciscana. It's really good. Looks like a proper pub now. It does, doesn't it? Drinking my Cryo Hop Hazy IPA today, fresh first sips. Lewis says we miss Kim. Yes, I tell you what though, Kim is coming over for Christmas, so maybe if I do a live stream while she's here, maybe you can all see Kim again. You all like to see Kim, don't you? Level Head by Green King for me today, not too bad. Sol P says Northern Monk in the glass tonight, lovely stuff. Ken Hogg says hi from Dublin, having a speckle hen. Al Humphrey says hello big Kev, how are you mate? And Amanda says I just ran over an estate agent. Yay. So Kim, we had the house valued. House valued, Kim, and it wasn't what we were expecting. I was rather upset. Anyone else looking at all of the Christmas snacks in the house, dying to dig in? I'd love to, but I'd be divorced and happy if I did, says Craft Beer. Yeah. Is it just me or is it Erdinger very creamy? It is nice though, says Connor. I find it very sweet, Erdinger. Very, very sweet. Skyfall says all set for Christmas. Simon, you have turkey. We're going all out this year. Turkey, gammon and beef. Cannot wait. Enjoy. Probably beef, turkey, and then we have ham, like a big joint of ham on Boxing Day. I keep forgetting Christmas is coming. I need to be more like in a Christmas mood, don't I? What's the worst thing about being a SUV? You know your dad was a... Had a Frankie, then an Erdinger back to back, highlighted how bad the Erdinger is for me. It's an incredibly sweet beer, I find. I'm not a fan of it. That Northern Brewery Advent Calendar, North Brewery, it looks amazing. So I'm like, oh, well, I've had to hide it. Hello, Jack Parry, how are we doing? So we got 59 likes. Can we do 100 likes? Hit the like button down below. Can we do 100 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub? That'd be really nice of everyone. We got 60 likes. We got 40 likes to go. 40 likes to go. Hit the like button down below for the... Look at that, straight away. 10 likes, 70 likes in there. 70 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Let's do another 30 likes. Come on. Hello, Lee, how we doing? Blastroy said, I don't think I've had a Erdinger. I love Ice Bordeaux. I'll have to try it sometime. My favourite so far is probably Paulaner. I got a big case of Paulaner for Christmas. Did you sell it in the Emma? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm really sorry, Mark, because we were only talking about that the other day. But it's gone. It come and it went. And it was a lovely chap as well. Watches the channel. Lovely chap. He watches the channel. I got a blade beer machine if you want that. First dibs on the perfect draft if you sell it. Now, with the perfect draft, I might review a couple more kegs. I might, because a couple of kegs come out for that, haven't it? Do I like Vocation Brewery beers? Yeah. Apart from the sweet ones, I'm kind of not very much a stout fan of theirs, and I kind of think that some of their IPAs need to be a bit drier, bit less sweet. Could we have 7 more likes? 7 more likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub for 100 likes. Yes, Blasteroid, I've been playing Elden Ring for 2 years and it's doing my head in. Is the body warmer in the wardrobe for the winter? Happy radiator, Simon. Yes, hopefully I don't have to wear a body warmer this year. Hopefully I can get away with just a regular old jumper. So the radiator's been fitted on Tuesday. The wallpaper went on the wall on Sunday. And then we had the estate agent in just to have a little look. And she broke us, man. She absolutely broke us, the estate agent. It was like, couldn't believe it. Like, saying it's the same footprint as any other terraced house in the area. And I'm like, no, it's not. Every other terraced house doesn't have, solar panels on the roof. And doesn't have like an extension. Like this is an extension now. And she wasn't having it. You could tell she made up her mind before she walked through the door. So yeah, not very happy. But there we go. Keep it, Simon. Keep it. Can I bring you my perfect draft and you sign it? Literally the only one of its kind in the world. Ryan, yeah, I'll sign your perfect draft machine, no problem. Wallpapers. 1 more like. Happy Christmas, Simon, says Michael. Happy Christmas to you. Luke Sanders, hi Simon. How many estate agents you had round? Some are rubbish and under and uninterested. We just had the one just to get a kind of a regular idea. Selling my own house, mine was shocking too, mate, without the solar panels. Yeah, I'm just gonna probably see it out until things improve. We've got a £10 super chat from Runs with Wind. Thank you very much, Runs with Wind, for the £10 super chat. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's our first super chat of the night. Our first super chat of the night goes to Runs with Wind. Thank you very much. Housing market is a buyer's market at the moment. Estate agents are down with parking ones for me. Zero trust in them. No, I know. Zero trust. It felt really like... do you know what? I could dwell on this all night, couldn't I? And I don't want to dwell on it all night. Being in a train station is normally a plus. Well, it's 2 minutes. And then it's like 13 minutes to Cardiff on the train. It's a very strange kind of area where I live. But hey ho, let's not dwell on it. Did you think it includes all of beer? Half a million. Should I drink a beer right now? Loads of comments. Stay put, Simon. David, which estate agent bashing, says Brad. Maybe. Jonathan Niblock, evening. Hope you're okay, Simon. I was angry watching the estate video comments earlier. Jonathan Niblock, yeah, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. If anything, we've made ourselves somewhere nice to live, haven't we? We've made it really nice for us to live, and that's the main thing. Never mind what an estate agent thinks of the place. Like you were saying on the phone, Si, wait till the Barry regeneration is done. You'll be in a good position, and I think so. So we've had some news this week. So this means some big Barry news this week, and the big Barry news is that we're having a marina. It was launched, like they've had all of the levelling up funding. So we are having a marina on Barry waterfront with, and this is the thing, if I can wait 2 more years for that to be built, and there's like £1 million yachts in the waterfront, then that is bound. If that doesn't, then I'm completely out of luck, you know. But I think that's what's going to happen. Just wait for the yachts and everything to go in there, all the restaurants to inevitably open. And we're not too far from that then. We're like a mile or two, one train station stop away. Big Barry news as you rejoin any standards. Hi Simon, cheers from Sri Lanka. Hello to Sri Lanka. Where are you planning on moving to, says Jack Parry. I've been looking everywhere. I got some family in Italy, which I'd love to go and live with, or not with, but buy. I've been looking at Brittany in France because it's cheap as chips. You can buy what I have here and land, big house and land for 100 odd grand. So Brittany's definitely on the lookout. I've looked at Salisbury, but Salisbury's very expensive. I've even looked and I've chatted with my good friend John from Lord's, not from Lord's Brew Company, what's he called now? I call him John from Lord's, you all know him as John from Lord's for now. But he's got another channel. Don't blame me for leaving the UK at the minute. Jack Parry, no, it's a bit of a mess, isn't it? I've looked at Huddersfield. I've looked at house prices in Huddersfield. And I'd be right in the middle of the beer scene. And you can buy houses up there for 80 grand. And I was like, oh, they're wrecks. But I'm a carpenter. And I love renovating. I love renovating stuff. So, 80 grand, get in, plaster the walls, fix the roof, that sort of thing. Right in the middle of the beer scene. And I wouldn't have a mortgage. Nerd in Motion, that's him. So there's millions and millions of different options. Have a look at North Wales, still fairly cheap in the northeast of Wales. Jack Parry could do. Have you come across the small cans of the Spanish lager Cala Donastia in Lidl at the moment? Wonder what your thoughts were. Yes, I have. Epic movie scenes. Put the name of the beers in to YouTube and you will see my reviews. How do Si? You should have given the estate agent a few pints. You might have changed your mind. Nice pheasant wallpaper, thank you. Wilts devises, Tidworth is cheap compared to Salisbury. We stayed, Tanmore. We stayed in just outside of Tidworth. On holiday this year, we stayed in a place called October Cottage, and it was just outside of Marlborough, in between Tidworth and Marlborough. Lower Coniston or something, or East Coniston or something. It was by the Ballymo pub, if you know the place, the Ballymo pub. We stayed right by the Ballymo pub, and it was amazing holiday. We loved it there, absolutely loved it. But yeah, Tidworth seemed alright. It's like an army type place, isn't it? Where are you from and what are you drinking? Sorry, thought I'd kick off. Yes, Big Kev. Where are you from? What are you drinking? Where are you from, everybody? What are you drinking? David Spence, Merry Christmas, Simon. Do you agree the biggest injustice currently in bottled beer is that there are no 660 million bottles of Franciscana? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. Imagine the Titanic was a lisp. It's unthinkable. On average, how many beers do you drink a week? Best job in the world, I say. Andrew Hamilton. So I do 4 reviews a day. So I've done 4 reviews this morning. Let's say lunchtime, because people get upset when I say the morning, don't they? Let's say I had 4 pints lunchtime. And then I do the Stone Crow on a Friday, so there'd be another 4 pints at least. Saturday, I went out last Saturday, did the Christmas party, so I had a few pints then. And then didn't drink on Sunday. I don't drink Sundays. It's a funny one because I used to love a drink on a Sunday, but at the moment, being so busy, don't drink on a Sunday. I have Sunday off, and then Monday then I'm back into the routine of reviewing beer on YouTube. Yeah, so it's all good. Cheers from Ireland in Lake McLaren, drinking Perlenbacher tonight. Malaran. What lagers would you recommend for Christmas this year, says Thomas C. Oh, German stuff probably. Evening all, drinking a Citra IPA from Guinness. Really? That's interesting. Do you always drink all the beer? Yes, I do. Leicester, Guinness, Nitro Serves, Martin. Healthy to have a break, mate. Sunday off, it makes sense. Alex Mills. Cheers from Brazil. Well, I am thinking, I think I mentioned this on Rate My Beers live feed the other day. I'm going to try and do dry January. I've been absolutely flat out since GBBF. GBBF in August, Great British Beer Festival in London. I've been flat out since then, even before that, because I had them lager videos kicking off in the summer. Remember them really popular, like the Stella Artois? I had a spate of doing versus battles with all the different beers. I've been absolutely flat out most of the year. I've been flat out, and I do need just a little break in January. Kenny Joe 7 ASA 10 USA dollar super chat. Cheers, mate. I'm getting ready to drink some homemade wine. Kenny Joe ASA, thank you so very much for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Hope the homemade wine is fantastic. Hi, mate. Will you be doing a tour of anywhere up north? Manchester, Knutsford. Oh, I'd love to do all of that. Manchester, Leeds, Sheffield. Brilliant. See, now, this is the thing, Mr. Nemes. It's like, I don't like, I really don't like non-alcoholic beer, so I probably won't. I probably won't review non-alcoholic beer. I'd rather just drink like just nothing. Good evening, Simon. How quick is December going, by the way? Will be New Year before we turn round. Ali D is flying by. I drink every day. Could be 2 beers, could be 4 or 5 beers during the week. Weekend, easily a crate of Foster's, maybe a perfect dry style of keg. Still drink like I'm in the army, lol, says Ryan McKenzie. I mean, if you're happy, if you're happy, and it's very different for me because I'm uploading to YouTube. I'm kind of like processing videos. I'm not like sitting down relaxing with beer very much, and I think I need to do more of that, sitting and relaxing with beer rather than like flat out making YouTube videos all the time. Appreciate beer a little bit more by not reviewing it on YouTube. Like just have like a small break in January. But of course, still release videos. I will still be releasing videos as normal. I'll have a month's worth in a log. That's my plan, is to have a month's worth of video up front. I can just release on a daily basis and job done. Michael from the Czech Republic, who has sent me some lovely Czech beer and it's on its way, sent me an email today. Hello Simon, just came to say hi. Anyways, I watched the video on the issue with a lot in the backyard. Where they threatened you, is the situation better? Michael, it's all yeah, it's a bit better, mate. Christopher Tate. Good evening, Simon. I hope you're well, mate. I'm absolutely well. Pat's Beer Garage. Cheers. Sipping on some Red Stripe. I was thinking of getting Red Stripe for my blade for Christmas this year. Imagine if you found a novel that really impressed you and blew you away, though. It could be a fun little journey. Alex Mills. I suppose so. Yeah. Have you tried beers from Limestone Brewery in Stone, Staffordshire? I have. They were kind enough to send me a range about 10 years ago, and I enjoyed them. They've probably got a load of different beers now. They probably have. So we got 136 likes. Can we do 150 likes? 150 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Let's do 150 likes. There's a like button down below. There's a dislike button down below. Hit whichever one you want. But, you know, if you want to hit the like button, hit the like button. If you're enjoying what you're watching. And let's get it to 150 likes. Because the more we can hit the live feed, the more we can get people through the door of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub and enjoying the live feed. There we go. We got 250 live viewers and 151 likes. Thank you very much. Local friendly handyman. Hey, I'm trying Hobgob 3.4 session here in Lancashire. Have you ever had any beers from Cumbria, Simon? Lots, Connor Jackson. Lots and lots and lots. If you can have yourself a break and set up little videos, Simon, that sounds perfect. Al Humphreys. Yeah, the videos will still be coming. I plan on having a month's backlog for January. Lots of decent breweries in Cumbria. Absolutely, Brad. Will be nice for you to have a break in January, Simon. I plan to do something to get away from the January blues. Ali D. I've had it a bit like end of November. And that's worrying, isn't it? Because it's the start of winter. The winter blues kicked in for me like really early, like end of November. I was like, oh, really like, and I just wonder why. I'm hoping I'm going to be all right in January. I'm hoping, because I've always said, you know, positivity. Come on, drive that positivity. Let's have a positive year. You know, it's just been a big one. Love the background, good choice. Neil French UK, thank you very much, mate. When it's been in November and December. Michael Richards, I think that's what it is. I think it's the weather. It's just been non-stop, haven't it? Hi Simon, I'm drinking Adam's Ghost Ship tonight. The Craft Beer Hub just cracked an IPA from Vibrant Forest and it's sensational. They must be one of the most underrated breweries in the UK, surely. I love Vibrant Forest. Their beers are absolutely fantastic. Do not throw away most of the beers after tasting. I can't imagine you would be drinking all of the beers you taste, so I wouldn't think it's as much as 4 per day. Right. Well, it helps me to edit and process videos on YouTube and write all the tags, sipping on little beer, so I end up drinking all of the beers. Right, okay, we have Scott and Wanda in Scott and Wanda's world. So it looks like hell froze. Out for dinner for Leah's birthday, so can't stay. Have a great evening, everyone. Cheers. Hello, Scott. Hello, Wanda. Hello, Leah. Have a lovely, lovely night. Have you ever heard of a brewery called Heist? Based up in Leeds, they do some incredible hazy pales. I would highly suggest you give them a try. Matthew Quince. Yeah, why not? Why not? It's Christmas, isn't it? You know, it's Christmas. I think it was one of the best kind of things that have happened this year on the channel. That Friday night 2 weeks ago was absolutely, like, it wasn't very nice. Well, we had lots of viewers, but the last hour wasn't very kind of, it wasn't a very nice experience for everybody involved. And it's Christmas. It's Christmas time. I think it's nice that everybody's like agreed to be civil. I think that's what's happened here. Everybody's agreed to be civil. And yeah, I mean that's pretty cool at Christmas time, isn't it? So thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I mate, love the channel, been watching it all year. I like you fell out with lager until last night, really, when I had got the starter pram and unfiltered, to use your words, stone the crows. Us Brits should all be taking vitamin D in the winter, Marcus. Do you know what? Perhaps that's what I need to do. Perhaps I just need to get some vitamin D and take them, and I'll probably be all right. Lime Mortar Restoration says, hi mate, love the channel, been watching it all year. I like you fell out. Oh, I just read that, sorry. Simon, what's your favourite Christmas song? Everyone, what's your favourite Christmas song? Mine's Fairy Tale of New York. Everyone loves Fairy Tale of New York, don't they? I'm going to pull that forward just slightly. I'm just going to lift that up slightly because I've noticed the camera's rocking round a bit. Evening, Simon. Here's to another wonderful Friday night at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Oh, forgot to say, I was meant to do it. I put my crups on Facebook Marketplace. Is anybody living local? Is anybody living in South Wales? Put in into the Facebook Marketplace crups, the subcompact, and you'll see the little bit. You'll definitely know, if you know the bar, you'll know it's my crups. And I put it for sale. Yeah, 40 quid. 40 quid for my crups, the subcompact. It's up for sale. Up for sale. I don't use it. So that's the next one to bite the dust. Some lightweight question 4 points a day. Paul Jones. Well, whatever. Winter Christmas ales. Old Freddie Walker. Fuller's Reserve. Delirium Christmas. St. Bernard's Christmas. Ali Blastoy. Great choice, guys. Hello, Heaven 7. Did you enjoy Ronnie Ver? I didn't watch it. I guess it's time to talk potential 2024 beer trends. What do you think is coming? I don't know. I think Lager's still got a way to go, Craft Beer Hub. Having one bottle of my 15-year-old vintage red wine, says Neil, French UK. Fantastic. What do you think of the Red Stripe Lager? Says Metazone. I'm going to have it on the... I quite like it in the can. I'm going to have it on the... I'm going to have it on the blade, I think. Vitamin double D works wonders, show my hands to double D. Simon, can you recommend any good Danish breweries? You should stick a Stone Crow sticker on it and it'll double the price as Matt Williams. Gareth Williams. Yes, new background. I'm glad you like it. I try to make one person smile every day. Local friendly handyman. It's great, isn't it? Make one person smile. If I could make 265 people smile, that'd be great. Do you think Jimmy White wears a syrup? Oh, I'm not sure, Stuart Clark. I can drink 8 pints a day. I've done for a year, 54, no medical issues whatsoever. Paul Jones. I mean, it's everyone's different, isn't they? Hate having to walk down the garden to get a beer. Need a handy beer fridge in the home office, says Brad. Fairy Tale in New York. Oh yeah, Shane, yeah, unfortunately passed away, didn't he? Slayer, Rain in Blood is my favourite Christmas song. Cheers from Brittany. I am drinking Paul and a Vice beer. Ludo 22. Are you in Brittany? I'd love to live there. It looks amazing. Craft beer have. The pub is looking great. Matt Williams, thank you very much. I suffer with seasonal affective disorder every winter time. Vitamin D works a treat. Gareth Williams. I don't know. It's weird. I like to see the spring. Spring's my favourite time of year. My favourite time of year is spring. It's such a different feeling to winter, isn't it? And it's warmer. The sun's generally out on a lovely spring day. You know, go to a castle ruin, take a picnic. Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? I need to go and get a beer though. I'm out of beer. I need to go and get a beer. I'll be back now. Another Frankie, another Francis can of ice beer. Right, can we do 200 likes? Oh, look at that. Craft Beer Heather said 200 likes. That's the same as me. Can we do 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub? 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Hit that like button down below 20 more times, 16 more times. Come on, 16 more times for the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Let's get 200 likes then. 192, 8 more likes. 8 more likes to go for 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Come on then, everybody, let's go. 4 more likes. 4 more likes to go. 4 more likes to go at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub for 200 likes. There's a like button down below. Boom! Margaret said it's done. 201 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Thank you all so very much. Once saw the Pogues years ago and was at the front. He drank half a pint, then passed the rest of the crowd to pass round. It was gin. Geordie. There it is. William says 202. Alf Humphrey says 202. Well, it is 213 now. Wonderful. So, how's everybody's week been? And I'd like to say there's so many comments today that I just can't keep up. I can't keep up with all of the comments. How are you streaming outside? Did YouTube sort out the landscape thing out? Right, actually, it was my friend Scott who sorted that out. Sent me a message. And he said, this is how to live stream in horizontal mode. And I thanked him last week, and I'm gonna thank him again this week for sorting that out for me. It was very nice of him. Very nice of him. Do you know, I'd like to know, not that I would use it because everybody uses it. I would like to know, can you do it from the YouTube app? And I'll tell you, I'll be perfectly honest, I watched your live stream the other day, Craft Beer Hub, Mac Drury, and you had that countdown thing going on. Now, can you do that from your mobile phone? Can you start that 10-second countdown from your mobile phone? Or is it something to do with streaming from a PC? I don't know. I'm 44 years of age and technology is not my greatest of subjects. It used to be. I used to love tech. But the more older you get, the more you like back away from it. Like, I don't know what a clock is, a TikTok clock. I don't know. My children know what a TikTok clock is, but I don't. It's a clock on the wall. Just having a pint of gossip from the blade, 6.5 out of 10. A little watery tasting. I prefer the Martin version. Cheese, all the same. Oh, John H. I'm going to get a couple of blade kegs for Christmas. Crap week, Simon. I instruct soldiers, 2 of their inmates, 119, 122. Turned their lives on Wednesday. Gave the guys a week off, raising a glass for the fire. Ryan McKenzie. Oh, Ryan McKenzie. I'm terribly sorry about that, and I hope you have a much better week next week. If that is that okay to say that? Good evening, Tommy Gabriel. Good evening. How you doing, mate? The Craft Beer Hub. I'm not entirely sure. It's a StreamYard thing for me. You can do these preset overlays, and that's one of them. It's under the brand section. Right. Good evening. About to pop open a Titanic plum porter. You ever get a hangovers? US Marine, not so much anymore. I think my body's, I think I've like ironed out all of the I think I've had enough hangovers for like 2 lives. Yeah, I've had enough hangovers for 2 lives. I think my body's like, oh, we can't keep giving him a hangover because it just doesn't work. Si, I am 2 years younger than you. We are of the perfect age for technology. We are not too old to use new technology and not too young to use old technology. Richie John, I suppose I'm just lazy then. Lloyd Evans, new to the channel, loving the content, really enjoy the reviews. Lloyd in Bridgend. Hello, Lloyd in Bridgend. How are you doing? I was in Bridgend with Dog's Window about a month to 5 weeks ago, and I had a lovely time around Bridgend. I really enjoyed it. I did the pubs and bars of Bridgend. It was great. It was really great. 224 people in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. How are you all doing tonight? How are you all doing tonight? It is currently 20 to 8. Carl Tour UK with a £1.99 super chat. Drinking NIG Mama Unfiltered. Myers said on the Crups. Well done. Thank you very much for the £2 super chat. Really appreciate it. Beggar's End said, you don't get a hangover if you're permanently... Beggar's End. Well, there we go. Here's my answer to that. Greg, sorry, controversial question. Where can we draw the line between a craft beer lover that drinks almost daily and a alchemophronic? Right, who just said that then? Who said that? Because we'll talk about this. Greg Gearhards. Right, let me talk about this for a second, and I will miss comments. Let me warn you, I will miss comments for this. The difference between a craft beer lover who drinks every day and a alcoholic. There is a difference. By the time I wake up Sunday morning, I'm like, I wake up and I open my eyes and I go, yes, it's Sunday. Yes, it's Sunday. I don't have to drink. And I think that's the difference. That's the difference. I go, yes, it's Sunday. I'm going to have a bacon sandwich. I'm going to take the dog for a walk. I'm going to go out with the family. We're going to have a day out, and we're going to have good fun. And then we're going to have a roast dinner for two. We have roast dinners on a Sunday most days. Most Sundays. And it's routine then. Sandwich making for Sunday night for the kids' school. I might watch a bit of Grand Designs on the telly. Place in the Sun. That sort of thing. Might put an old Sarah Beanie episode on. What was that called? Property Ladder. And sit there with a glass of squash and like be absolutely relieved that I'm not drinking. And I think that's the difference. That is the difference between a craft beer enthusiast and somebody, well, needs as soon as they wake up to start the day. Stuart Cash. I kind of like couldn't think of anything worse. The difference is dependency, I think. If a craft beer lover can go a day or two without craving a beer or without it dominating their mind, then that's good news. If you depend on it, then yeah, not great. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? It's funny. Like, I think I think what I've talked about recently on the live feed in the last 41 minutes, Mark, we talked about on the phone Wednesday or yesterday. It is that, like, I'm looking forward to January. I'm looking forward to a break, and I think that's the big difference, isn't it? I've seen there's people in this area. I've gone around the shop, and I've seen it, and it's all on tick round there. It's all on tick. He has them stacking the shelves. They've all got, like, it's a bad situation. They've all got like accounts with this shop, and they get given a can. They'll go around and they'll say, "Oh, can I have my can?" And they'll go and get it out the fridge, and it's like one of those super strength lagers. And you can see it. You can see it all over their face. And they've got no, like, you can see they're in the shop. And, you know, when they're buzzing, they're absolutely buzzing, like, you know. And you can see they're swaying around. And you can tell her. And the skin's a big, because it does age you, I think. Alcohol definitely ages the skin massively. You can see it, you know, it's all like Cranberry is your favourite, but here I really cannot find it in any supermarket. How would you compare to, say, Pilsner Urquell? Michael, different beer, I'd say, different beer. But I like Pilsner Urquell and I like Kronbacher, but they're slightly different beers. Greg, sorry for the loaded question on a Friday night, but that makes complete sense. Greg, yeah, you know, it's... Simon there, Kronbacher Pils, Iceland Food Warehouse, 660ml, bit cheaper than Tesco too. We were talking about stocking up on it. Ali D, that's very nice of you. Thank you very much, Ali D. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. We got nearly 300 people in. The skin is a big giveaway, says Jimmy C. Hazy Hayes, good evening, everyone. Let's stone those crows, says Hazy Hayes. Hello, Hazy Hayes, how are we doing? We have nearly got 300 people in. We were really close then to having 300 people in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Can we do 250 likes? 250 likes to the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. 9 more likes to go. 9 more likes to go. Hit the like button down below for 250 likes. Come on, everybody. Let's get to 300 live viewers. Hit that like button down below. Let's do 250 likes. Hello, Christine, how are you doing? Yes, we've done it. 251 likes. We've done that quite easily. If you haven't hit the like button down below, down here, hit that like button. Let's get it up as far as we can. So I get some Stay Puffed on the Perfect Draft and review. Really enjoying it. I might do. How did Table 68 do last weekend? Kevin Patton, my goodness me. I'd like to thank everybody for the Christmas party Wetherspoons game. We had 2 large whiskies. We had 2 large sambucas. We had lots of beers coming through. We had a fried egg. Someone sent a fried egg. That was cool. It was amazing. It was fantastic. I hope you're having a good weekend. Gardenator just started, haven't it? Just started. What are your top 3 craft breweries, Mark? Years ago, it was like blooming, like I'd say Magic Rock, Beavertown. But you can't say that anymore, can you? Top 3 craft breweries. What was that brewery with the man sweeping the road on the can? What was that brewery called? They were good. They were really good. Hello, mate. All the beer, no idea. How do, man? Hope you're well, chap. Yeah. Hello, dude. Baz. Baz is in. Hello, Baz. How you doing, mate? So while you're both in, I'll talk about you both at the same time, if you don't mind. Over the last 2 weeks, I mean, is Mark still in? Mark, if you're in, give me a thumbs up. So we got Baz and Mark in tonight. One from Craft Beer Hub and one from All the Beer, No Idea. And they both decided to hang up their beer reviewing boots on YouTube. And I'm just waiting for the thumbs up from Mark. He might have just vanished. He was literally in 2 minutes ago. He might have gone to the toilet. But it's a shame because they were 2 lovely blokes. 2 lovely blokes and 2 really good reviewers. They knew their beer. He's there. He's just eating. It's a funny one because like it's very difficult to watch. There's so many YouTubers now. There's so many beer YouTubers. It's very difficult to watch them all. It's very difficult to watch every single video. But I try and watch what I can. And whenever I watch them, very well presented, first and foremost, very well presented. They can both handle a live stream really well. It's a shame to see them go, really, because, we're all trying to fly the flag for craft beer. But, the telling thing. Now, here's the telling thing. Both of them, you can tell they're craft beer lovers first and foremost because they're watching a craft beer channel do a live feed. And that's telling. That's a really blooming lovely sign, that is, that both of them, both channels, probably kick back, having a beer and enjoying their Friday night. Talking beer, listening to the comment, reading the comments about beer. That's a great sign that they're, these 2 guys are absolutely blooming genuine. I'm going to the toilet. I'm like this, I'm doing little jigs. Yeah. I need to go to the toilet. I'll be back now. 247 people in BBC4. Simon the Invisible Man, Christine. I managed to catch another live stream. I had the day off yesterday, so I already had my beers. Steak baguettes and Pilsner Urquell. Wow. Drinking a glass of wine today instead. Cheers, Simon. Warfjord. Brilliant. Brilliant. Red wine and steak baguettes and Pilsner Urquell. What's not to love about life, eh? 252 people in the Stone Crow virtual pub. America's favourite hoarder says he's lurking. Actually can't get off the floor. Simon, is that a Christmas decoration behind you with the beer glass? Oh no, would you like to see it? Can you see through the windows? See the bottles going by? It's a brewery. See the barrels on the top? Barrels on the top going around. And there's all bottles going through in the bottling line. I got to be really careful with it though. I got to be really careful. That was on that it was display. That was a display thing, and a man's missing. Look, he's had there's his legs. A man snapped off on display. All electrics hanging out the back. That's why I'm being like, I need an electrician, man, just to fix it. I've had to like tape it back. It was battered, but I was like, I said to the people in biology, it's like, anybody remember hypervalue? Anybody remember hypervalue back in the day? Can you do a shot? I don't have any shots here. Well, it's like a proper hypervalue shop where everything's like Chinese stuff. And last one on the shelf, back in the 80s now. Christine, yeah, hypervalue. Barry blooming shop that was. It started off life in Barry. Oh, Budvar. BLT UK, Budvar all the way versus Pilsner Urquell. Anyway, I convinced the manager. Yes, hypervalue was Temu, but in real life. It was a really real life Temu, it really was. Anyway, bought this on display, no box, nothing, give them like something like 10 quid. And I had that for 10 quid. And you can hear it, it's like, the motor's about to clap out with everything spinning round. Yeah, but I love that little thing. I love that. Could see something catching my attention. Great little gift. Yeah, sorry, how often do you get the beer engines in use? Brad, beer engines over there. They will definitely be on for Christmas. I put them on for my dad. Because my dad loves his Pull's real ales. So I'll buy a little Adnams mini keg, go ship. Stick him a pint glass, he'll walk behind the bar and he'll pull his own, and he'll love that. He'll have to, he's like, he loves it. Every Boxing Day we do that. I have a big family do. Get them going, get all the kegs on, and I tell all my guests, free drink, go and have a free drink on me. Simon, can you recommend a online craft beer shop? Please, Tommy Gabriel. Probably Beers of Europe. Beers of Europe, Tommy, because you're going to get some British craft beer, you're going to get some German stuff, you're going to get Czech stuff, you're going to get Belgian stuff, you're going to get American stuff. So go on their website, Tommy, and in the corner, first of all, click beer, then click country, and then shop by country. Because literally, it's a massive warehouse. is a massive warehouse full of beer from all over the world. Literally in Norfolk, about 2 hours away from you. Beers of Europe. Amazing, amazing, amazing bottle shop. So because it's all coming in one box, you can pick 2 beers from the Czech Republic, you can pick 2 beers from Germany, you can pick 2 beers from Belgium, you can pick 8 beers from 6 to 7 beers from the UK, if you so wish. Because you can have 12 beers in a box. 12 beers in a box. In fact, I got a box right here. I'll grab a box now. I've had this box 10 days. I haven't got around to it yet. I've been so busy with Christmas. So, Beers of Europe. This is their standard box. 12 beers in a box. I've never had a smash bottle. I've never had a smash bottle from Beers of Europe. It is just blooming great. It really is. So Tommy, check out Beers of Europe. Uh, 286 people in at the Stone Crow virtual pub, but nearly 300. Should we go for 300 likes? Come on, why not? Why not? Come on, everybody, guys. Let's go for 300 likes. 300 likes at the Stone Crow virtual pub. Hit that like button down below. I got some great Belgian sour cherry beers from Beers of Europe. Fantastic stuff. Really good. Really, really good. 277. Come on, everybody. Hit that like button down below. 284. Thanks for all days review, Simon. 7 amazing. Thank you very much. 7 days a week we are. I need to do a grand opening of the beers. Yeah. 288. Come on. 288. We're on 300 likes. 300 likes at the Stone Crow virtual pub. Hit the like button down below. I got a super chat from America, from Bentley. I'll grab that in a moment. But first of all, we want 300 likes. 300 likes at the Stone Crow virtual pub. 8 more likes to go. 8 more likes to go. 8 more likes to go. We got another £10 super chat. Wow. Wow. You guys are amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. 7 more likes to go. 3 more likes to go. 3 more likes to go for 300 likes at the Stone Crow virtual pub. And we got 300 live viewers. Come on, let's do 300. 300 live viewers. Let's do 298. Let's do 300 likes. 2 more likes and we'll match our viewership. 300. We got more likes than viewers. We got 304 likes and we got 300 live viewers. Hello, everybody. Right. Let's get these super chats. Right, we got a $10 US super chat from Bentley. Sorry, made the pub 3 times in 4 weeks. Get in. Question. You don't get much British beer here in Texas, so I have to order at steep shipping. Which Adnams do you recommend? Love Broadside. Oh, that's starting to rain. That's brilliant. That's a brilliant question. That's a brilliant question. Adnams. Why can't I remember any Adnams beers off the top of my head? Let me love your comment first and foremost. Broadside. Go Ship's okay. Adnams Go Ship. What's the other bit? They do some like Adnams Bitters, very good. Craft Beer Hut, I knew he'd help me out here. I knew he'd help me out. Adnams are my local brewer. Bottled Broadside is very good. Did Old Ale. Yes, Adnams Old Ale, very good. And Tally Ho, this time of year, is very good. There we go. Craft Beer Hub, thank you very much for helping me out there. So Tally Ho, Old Ale, Go Ship, and Broadside. Thank you very much for the $10 US super chat, Bentley. We got another £10 super chat this time. Evening from Berkshire. No, Berkshire. Evening from Berkeley. Sausage Bap, £10 super chat. Evening from Berkeley. Hello, 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 hello. Berkeley. What did my mate say? All would be no idea. And I'm having a few while I'm watching. Yay! He's having a few while he's watching. All would be no idea. Ludo 22, €2.50 super chat says thanks, Simon. Thank you so very much. You guys are so generous. I mean, this time of year, let me take a moment. I've had 3 super chats in 2 minutes. Let me take a moment to thank everybody for their super chats. It is Christmas time. It's a very expensive time of year. And I totally appreciate everyone watching, first and foremost. And I totally appreciate the super chats. You guys are fabulous. You guys are absolutely fabulous. Thank you all so very much. It's a wonderful gesture. It really is. Christine says cheers. Cheers. So, will you start reviewing microbrewery beers? There are a lot of us out there that are trying to break into the market. It's a tough game. Brad, who are you from, Brad? What brewery are you working for? Brad, I'm going to tell you a really frustrating thing now. And that is, Brad, that I would love to work with so many more microbreweries. I would love to work with more microbreweries. It's impossible for me though. You're from, let's have a look. Camerton Brewery. We are only just getting set up. Right, Brad. Spread the word, yourself included. You guys need to hit me up. You guys need to send me messages. You guys need to send me emails. You need to send me Instagram posts or Facebook posts or Twitter posts. Hey, Real Ale Craft Beer, will you review our beer? I will always say yes. I will always say yes. I am more than happy to help as many breweries. That I'm sounding like when I sounded 13 years ago, 14 years ago when I started. I want to get the word out and the name out, and I want to drink as many beers and I want to help as many breweries as possible. It wasn't, the word help wasn't, I wasn't using the word help 14 years ago because I didn't realise I was starting out myself. I wanted to drink as much beer as possible on the channel, and I'm still going. And if I can help out any breweries, get me the beer over, and I will review it on the channel, and I will push you guys as much as I possibly can. Have you ever considered doing a collab with a cook food reviewer and doing pairings? Isn't bad. Celery. That's a very good question. Wouldn't that be interesting, eh? Me, like doing some kind of, I'd be like, right then, sausage and batter and chips with a few baked beans on the side and some curry sauce. Let's, I need to be more food orientated, don't I? Warfjord says, cheers, Simon. Let's give a round of applause for this community. Yes, Warfjord. 50 Swedish krona. 50 Swedish krona. Thank you so very much, Warfjord, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Al Humphrey says, don't knock us blokes with ponytails. Samson had his power in his hair. Not that I've got any power though, says Al Humphreys. I know what you mean. We see so many breweries being bought out by the big boys. It's a shame. Brad, absolutely. Connor says, Craft Beer Hub, you're welcome. Oh, they're having a chat. Have you got any plans for the channel in the new year site? Ali D. I don't. What I would like to do, shall we discuss it now? This is the right time. Stephen's in. Hello, Stephen. Big comment. Great result for the toffee last night. Simon, brilliant, wasn't it? I watched it. on Amazon Prime. Sean Dice has got them fighting for the badge. Now give us our 10 points back. I tell you what, Stephen, those 10 points being taken off, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's almost as if it's galvanised the club. Remember when the club was all over the place? Remember when people had their banners out and they were shouting at the owners and everything else? I think it's galvanised the club now. They have gone, whoosh, they have gone, right, give us them 10 points back, and they are pushing like hell. Here's to another 35 months. Jack Parry with a lifeboat keeping us afloat. I also noticed I missed it, and I got to go back to it, and I hope he's still watching. Roy Brealing was being a... Wife asked why I watch a guy with ponytail drinking. Roy Brealing, 13 months, lifeboat keeping us afloat. Sorry, Roy, I missed that. Right, guys, I'm standing here and I'm asking you a very serious question. What would you like to see from me in 2024? What direction would you like to see this channel going? Do you want to see more out and abouts? Do you want to see more lager videos? Do you want to see more versus battles? Do you want to see more food reviews? What do you guys want? Christine says, am I going to do wine tasting? No. Remember that company restarted, they sent me a box of wine. I was like, oh my God, this is not going to go well. Only if somebody wants me to go on OnlyFans. More perfect drafties. Jack Parry's been a member for 35 months. Which do you like more, whiskey or rum? Rum, I do. More cutting up trees, says Ali D. A visit to Rita's Pantry, Calvin Phillips, Rita's Pantry, yes, a 2024 visit to Rita's Pantry. More out and about of the Crups. Cooking the Clock, Simon Burns, the Conservative, Simon. Lol, that. Awful guy was doing wine at one point, did it go down well? Christine. More old school videos for 2024. Washing the cow with Budweiser. My favourite videos are when you're visiting cities, says Warfjord. New Barry Beer Keller review. Lee M. Is it open? Is it open? This is the thing. This is the funny thing. Places like Barry Beer Keller, they don't know I exist. They don't know that bar on Broad Street. They got no idea who I am, and I'm happy. I am really happy for that. I go in to it's called Docktown Bar. Docktown Bar. I go in, and they've got no idea who I am. And I go in there and I drink and I buy drink, and it's great. It's great, but these people won't reach out. They won't want their bar shouted out and talked about because they can care less. Not that they couldn't care less, they don't know who I am. Isn't bad, Real Craft Beer, your visit to Budvar Brewery was epic, so something along those lines would be great. Thank you. Lewis as a bunker reveal. Well, that could be maybe one day. A collab with a chef to do food, beer tastings would be great. Reviewing local bottle shops is good, and updates on what available in supermarkets, of course. Simon, love the channel, Simon. I love the versus videos. Keep them coming. Would love to send you some of Chilton Brewery's excellent beers. But how do we get them to you, Simon? Send me an email. realaleguide@googlemail.com. realaleguide@googlemail.com, and I will reply to your email there. The only man for wine and food reviews was the late, great Keith Floyd. He was cool. Can't quite remember him. Al Humphrey says OnlyFans, priceless. Belgian trips for the gorgeous beer. One guy, one beer. One guy, oh God, yeah. Connor Jackson. Tough question. I'd say getting the beer market back on track. Definitely out and about. Get out the master brewers onto a collab. Not the big boys, but the mini guys. Yes. Pimp My Sniper. Hello, Pimp My Sniper. How you doing? Did you ever do a fan meetup in the end, Si? I I met lots of people at GBBF, and I met lots of people at Brew London, and I met lots of people at London Craft Beer Festival. So kind of. Matt says, that rain doesn't sound the best. Looks like it's heading my way. Yeah. It is absolutely lashing down. Smoke alarm check, it could save your life. Luke, absolutely. Has anyone ever seen Green Street and Haha? I'll stop now. I don't know, Connor Jackson. I've never watched it. And sort out a Stone the Crows Beer Festival meetup. Brad. Stone the Crows Beer Festival. Do you know, if a shop opened up near me, I'd probably take a shop on now. I'd probably be ready to take a shop on. I like when you do the travel vlogs. I enjoyed the skiing holiday when you were on. It's absolutely lashing down. It is absolutely lashing down out there. Michael Lukes with a 50 check. What's the Czech currency? Czech. I was there last year. Zloty's Polish. What is the Czech currency? Anyway, it'd be great visiting some more breweries next year. Anyways, don't know if I will be able to show up here till Christmas. So Merry Christmas to you all. Michael, Merry Christmas, my friend. What is the Czech currency? It's doing my nuts. We have 40 centimeters of snow here, says Rinks 34. Francis Canna, oh yeah, awesome pick. Me not drinking today, made some jogging and I'm just laying down. Raymond Levis said that's why we should all see Diad every Christmas. Poor Bruce Willis. I hope he's doing well. I'm a Swede, and one thing I used to love back in the days is when you called Imperial Stouts Scandinavian style Imperial Stouts because of the body and the beer. Fantastic and true. Oh, I remember Johan. Remember Johan sending me all that Swedish beer? You can never ask anybody for beer, can you? But he was great. Johan was so great when it comes to sending me beer. It was amazing. Take a hop to Dusseldorf to pick out some old beer from the barrel. Could be fun. When will you launch your own beer, Simon? Ludo, I have lots of beer. Lots of collaborations. I collaborated here. Here are just two of my collaboration beers. See my badge, Real Ale Craft Beer. There's our badge. Here's our... Oh, no, there's the new branding. Yeah, Real Ale Craft Beer. This is Extra Stone Crow Bitter with Lord's Brewing Company. 5% ABV. Yeah, we do lots. We do lots of different beers with lots of different breweries. I haven't done one since November. I haven't done a collab since November, so maybe, that was September. It was lovely and warm in York. Late August that was. I was in a wonderful travel lodge. It was a great travel, really enjoyed it. I need to kind of maybe reach out to some breweries and do some collabs and maybe kind of like get the word out with smaller brewers. $330, Al Humphries, I've forgotten to look. 330 likes. Getting any perfect draft beers this Christmas, says Lee Mason. Lee Mason, I phoned up the shop where they sell my perfect draft kegs. And I said to him, can you get me a Francis Canna Royal? And he went, you are? Obviously, I wasn't speaking to the main man. But I asked for a Franciscana Royal, and he said, we haven't got any. We're not likely to get any either. So I was a bit like, okay. Yeah, so... I'd like some Franciscana Royal for Christmas on the perfect draft. That would be awesome. That would be damn awesome to do that. To get some of that. I love that. I should look. I should look next week. Luke Chapman said that twice now, so maybe I mean, how do I take that? When you put a comment up twice for me to read it, Luke. I mean, I've read it once. I'll read it again. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what angle you're coming from there. I don't know. I'm drinking Frankie Calabeer from the kettle. We'd love to test Frankie Royal, but in Estonia not available. It says Rinks 34. Ed, how did you come up with your new channel name? Any other names you can remember you thought of you didn't use? Well, I used to be called Real Ale Guide. And then everybody started drinking craft beer. So I took out the guide and I put in craft beer. And you can have craft beer, you can have beer, you can have real ale, you can have ale, you can have beer. They're all there. They're all in the name. I should have been called Real Ale Craft Beer Lager. That's my new name. Real Ale Craft Beer Lager. That's what I should... that's what I should have called myself. Cover all the bases now, because I drink lots of German lager these days. What about stout? Yeah, Real Ale Craft Beer Lager Stout Porter Saison. That's what I should be called. Your BrewDog indifference is strong. I share your opinion that the beers taste the same in terms of the water, yeast, etc. How do you think they can get right going forward? Well, they're just going to have to... Real lager craft beer. Well, Christine, hey. Now then, Christine, that's a name. That's a name. I think they need to sort the water out. They need to... Whatever they're doing with the water... They need to sort it out. I'm actually on the hunt for Frankie Royal. It's eluded me so far. Never had it. The Dunkelweiss is incredible, mate. Oh, Craft Beer Hub. Do you have a perfect draft? I can't remember if you have a perfect draft. If you have a perfect draft, you can buy it this time of year on Beer Hawk. It is not Wolf. It is Beer Hawk. You can buy it on the Beer Hawk. Should say the Perfect Draft app now, shouldn't I? You can buy it on the Perfect Draft app. This time of year, I'm pretty sure. Real Gers Craft Rouge Beer. Can you imagine? Real Ale Craft Beer Anti-Burtonization. No, mate, I have a beer monster, but to be honest, I'd buy a PD simply for the Franciscana range. You should. You should. You really should. It's great. It's a great beer. Tommy, I'm struggling to get on Beers of Europe. Think we may have overloaded the site. I think that they're so busy this time of year. Payday. It's payday. Everybody's on the website buying their Christmas beers. Because this time of year, everyone wants something delivered. And if it hasn't been delivered, somebody wants it delivered. So the website is just really busy. Purple Moose Brewery, I like they are good beers at cheap prices. Christine is brilliant beer. Purple Moose. Craft Beer Hub. How long does a perfect draft keg last once tapped? Oxygen being unpaired in tells me it won't be long. It's supposed to be 30 days. It's a Mac Brewery. It's supposed to be 30 days on the perfect draft. I reckon you start to notice a difference after 2 to 3 days. But if you're anything like me, mate, and I've been to beer festivals with you, so yeah, you're quite like me. You'll probably you'll knock a keg on the head in 2 or 3 days. The keg will be gone in 2 days anyway. If you open up a Franciscana Royal on Christmas Eve, and then you start drinking it Christmas Day, and then you have a few more Boxing Day, be gone. Be gone. 6%, and it's like milk. It's like milk, Franciscana Royal. So, yeah. What I tend to do is tap a keg on a Friday. Especially in the summer, cold lager. Tap a keg on a Friday. It's gone by Sunday. Absolutely gone by Sunday. Right, I'm going to go get another beer. Another beer is coming. All the beers everywhere, all at once, says Al. I was at BrewDog tour recently in Ellen, and they claim that they have all the technology to create the type of water required for the style, says Barry Hunt. Well, obviously then, they're choosing to make all their beers taste the blooming same then. A very BrewDoggy beer. It's the only beer in the country, in the world, that tastes like BrewDog beer. A bit like Marston's Pedigree. You can have a Shepherd Neame Spitfire. You can have a Green King, let's say Speckled Hen, a Moreland Speckled Hen. Or you can have a Marston's Pedigree. And the Marston's Pedigree will Burtonisation. It's all Burtonisation. The water just... I can't imagine BrewDog using some kind of weird smelly yeast. I can't imagine using hops. Unless it's something else. Unless it's something more sinister. Like some kind of brewer's syrup or something that they're putting in their beers, that you have that very kind of BrewDoggy taste. I don't like it anymore. I don't like it. I used to love it. I used to love BrewDog Punk IPA to be brilliant. But it's all very BrewDoggy these days, isn't it? The only BrewDog I drink is Hazy Jane. I'm not even a fan of that, Ludo. I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of that. When the train strikes, how long will they lasting for? Pimp My Sniper, I don't know. If I'm honest, I don't know. They're probably over Christmas, because they want a pay rise, don't they? So they'll make everybody really, really unhappy over Christmas, and then they'll go, can we have a pay rise? Oh, that was terrible of me. Why have I just done that? That was a terrible thing to say, wasn't it? Simon, no. Slappy Sampson, no, absolutely no. I don't have any issues with people that do, but I don't. I don't Slappy Sampson. I like my brain. I like my brain to be working in fully functioning order. I've had my best mate, bought a Vauxhall Nova, stopped drinking, and he started on the old ganja, as we used to call it. And he's unwell now. He's really unwell. Really, really unwell. Like, he's on medication for the rest of his life. And I don't care who you tell all this, like, oh yeah, it's good for your health, it's good for your brain, and it's good for your joints, and it's good. Is it hell? Is it hell? No way. No way. I went to Nationwide. I went to a bank today. I went to a bank. I put some money in the bank today, and I walked in, electric doors, brrr, walked in, I went, bloody hell, I said, it stinks in here. I said, it absolutely stinks in here of marijuana. And both of them behind the till were like, yeah, we just had a customer in, didn't care. Literally blowing smoke through the doors as he walked in, like turning the thing off. Not the thing, you know, putting it out as he was walking in, stubbing it out. It's just, no one cares. No one cares. No one cares. I tell you what, I care. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I don't know. Now, before we get into the witching hour, because I'm starting to get that way a bit, aren't I? You offered to buy kids on buy. I didn't get that. I hope you have a very great week, birthday. Next week, Ryan Lynch, mate. Al Humphreys, well done. Has anybody seen all of the videos on YouTube about like Broken Britain? All of the like, is Stoke, I seen one today, is Stoke worth fixing? I've seen another one about Grimsby. They're trending at the moment on YouTube. All about like the broken towns. What was the other one? Bolton. I seen one on Bolton on YouTube. Slough. I seen one on Slough. Is Slough worth fixing? Yeah, I've seen a few of these videos. They're insane. Pimp My Sniper. Now, the thing is, that was my childhood. That was my childhood. This town where I live now went through that 30 years ago. 30 years ago, when I was growing up in Barry, my goodness me, Main Street up there, every single shop was boarded up. Vere Street here, most of the shops were boarded up. It was a shamble at this town in the 1980s and early 1990s. There was literally empty property everywhere. People were just walking away. It was bonkers. So we've been through that, and I can tell places like Slough and I can tell places like Grimsby how this is going to go. I'll tell you right now how your I've heard about that as well. I'll tell you exactly where this is going to go, because I've been through this whole thing as a kid already. What will happen is there will be a grant from the council to turn the shops into flats. That's what will happen. And instead of having boarded up shops, you'll have the top floor flat above the shop, which was always there, and you will have a ground floor flat. That is exactly what's going to happen. And that will happen all over the country. That will happen everywhere. Bolton, Barrow-in-Furness, Slough, Grimsby, they will turn it all into flats. All into flats. Because top flat pays council tax. Bottom flat pays council tax. Whether the tenant pays that or whether the council pays that, it's all council tax. It's like subscriptions on YouTube. We all say, you know, we all look at the subscriptions on YouTube, don't we? It's like the councils are looking for these subscriptions. They're looking for the council tax rebates, and they'll go, right, top floor flat, council tax, ground floor flat, council, and that's, and so it's flowing. The money's just flowing. It's just going round and round and round. What happens is that then this country owes millions and billions of pounds to someone. The big man, I don't know, whoever it is, billions. and it'll just become like print money, give the people in the ground floor flat, the first floor flat, enough money just to get by. Literally just to get by. Just so people ain't, you know, doing things they shouldn't. And that's what it's all about. Jack Parry. That's it. So if you live in one of these places, in 20 years' time, because I've been through it, it's funny because even though there is, like, if there was shops still here in Barry, we'd be going through the same thing. We've already been through the same thing. So you don't see boarded up shops in Main Street or Vere Street anymore. You see flats. You see flats everywhere. And it looks like they've smartened the area up. It looks like they've, like, but it's not. It's the same old situation, but instead of a boarded up shop, it's just a ground floor flat. Anyway, if I carry on talking like that, I'll get into trouble. I really will. I've had a few times now where it's just gone, burp, everything switches off. Turn him off. He knows too much. Turn him off. Burp. And all of a sudden everything stops. Anyway, yeah, let's change the subject. 352 likes. 352 likes of the Stone Crow virtual pub. And we got nearly 300 people watching. Nearly 300 people. We're slowly heading towards the Witcher now. My local count is 200 million in debt, lol. RBWM. I don't know where that is. Council. Simon, let's just have a cheers, mate. Cheers! Yes, let's do that. Let's change the subject. Evening, Simon. Got a few Steinhouses on the go tonight. I know you're a gamer. What do you think of the new GTA trailer? I've never played a GTA game, ever. Never played one. And I bought Cyberpunk, and I didn't play that either. Because what I do with games like that, I jump in a car, I smash everyone down, I drive into all the shops, I wreck absolute carnage, and I go, there we are, I've completed the game now. I've completed the game. Because I've wreaked havoc on everything and everyone. And then my wife's like, no, that's not how you play GTA. So I've never played GTA, and I never played Cyberpunk. Because I just smash it, I just go nuts, I can't help myself. You know, my wife drives down the road. My wife's like, oh no, I can't do anything like that because the police would be after me. I'm like, helicopters chasing me. It's like Barry Bados in the 1980s. Can you please answer Ryan Leach's question about Turkish lager, Simon? He's going there for his birthday. What would he like me to tell him about Turkish lager? Right, Turkish lager. There is something called Efes. Efes is nice. And there's another beer called Tuborg Gold. Tuborg Gold is fantastic. If you're going to Turkey, try and find Tuborg Gold. It's a Danish lager brewed in Turkey. It's fantastic. Efes, it's all right. I need a wee. I am back. 250 people in. Make sure you watch that. I have. Always. Here we are. Right. Have we had meet the pub 3 times in 4? What have we got? I think have we got something going on here now? No. Ever had Regal? Oh, Warfjord. I've ever had Regal beer from Germany. Oh, one of the best breweries when it comes to lager. Weissbier Dunkels. I love it. Brewery Regal. Have a look on YouTube. Warfjord. If you're wondering if I've ever reviewed a beer, then have a look on YouTube. Put in the name of the beer, followed by Real Ale, and you'll find it. And you will find it. Christine says there's nearly 400 likes on a happy now. Come on, push, let's push. Yes, push, baby, let's push. Right, should we do it? Let me take a deep breath and sip a beer and we'll go. Bollington Brewery. I'm not sure Bollington. I've had the Mobley Brewhouse beers, but maybe not the Bollington. Didn't spring to mind. Right. Let's go then. 400 likes. Brad says 400 likes and he downs a pint. Won't be doing that. 400 likes. Hit the like button down below. 400 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. 400 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Come on, let's go. Let's go. 400 likes. 372. 372 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. 378 likes, 22 more likes to go. 22 more likes to go at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Come on, everybody. 387. 387 means we need 17 more likes. 17 more likes. Hit the like button down below. 17 more likes for 400 likes. And we're not even anywhere near 9 o'clock. This is brilliant. Thank you all so much for your support. First and foremost, you are brilliant. 390 likes. 390 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Come on in, come on in. 390 likes. 396. 396 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. 4 more likes to go. 4 more likes to go. 402. 402 likes. Thank you so very much. 402 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Just placed my beer order. Loved it. Yes. Tommy, you haven't got to do it now, mate. You haven't got to do it now because we're live. But I would love to know, Tommy, what you've ordered. I would love to know. So, I'm not sure if you got my telephone number, whether you can message me. If not, you can send me an email. realaleguide@googlemail.com. realaleguide@googlemail.com. Tommy, I would love to know what beers you've ordered from Beers of Europe. Thank you in advance if you decide to let me know. I'm just really interested. Your first order from Beers of Europe. I want to know if you've ordered some German beer, some Czech beer, some Belgian beer, some UK beer. Oh, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I can just imagine you, like, you know, when you got your coat on, but working. I'm gonna go and work a late shift, you know, and you got that massive building, and you got your man cave, haven't you? You got your man cave, so you're like, right, inside pocket job, nice beer, cool down in my inside pocket, bottle opener. Let's go down the man cave. Let's go down the man cave. I can imagine. Cheers to you, Tommy. Cheers. That's the point, though, isn't it? That's the point. Back in the day, when I first... Mark knows Tommy. It's all Craft Beer Hub. Mark Drury knows Tommy. Tommy would be gated in one of those random rooms at the Printworks full of film roll props. Yeah. This is the point, though. When I worked in in between carpentry jobs, in the winter, when I had to earn some money, in between carpentry, agency jobs, I'd get any job I could get my hands on. So I remember I was on a train and my mate was getting on the train. No, but flat rate is of £6. Well, for delivery, is it? And I said to my mate, where you go? And he said, I'm going to work. And I said, where'd you work? And he went, National Rail Inquiries. Serco. They were called Serco, National Rail Inquiries. And I said, and he worked there? And he said, yeah, on the phones. So people phoned you up. Everyone got apps now, haven't they? Everyone got apps. So do you know when you got your app and you go on like National Rail and you search train station, platform, all that stuff? Before all of the phones and the apps existed, there was something called like National Rail Inquiries. So you had to phone me. I'd answer the phone. Hello? And they'd be saying, I need to get to Paddington from Stoke at 7 o'clock on a Monday morning. I need to be in Paddington by 9, and I'd have to work it all out on this computer screen. And I'd be furiously tapping away, working out this woman's, while I was on the phone, working out like how to get her from Stoke to London Paddington 9 o'clock on a Monday morning. And then she'd ask the platform, and then that was my job. And then you go, well, she'd say, thank you very much. You'd hang up the phone, or she'd hang up the phone, and then next call. You can imagine a job like that, by lunchtime, it's quite like your brain's like, So, I used to go to the pub. So I found out. So the guy that trained me, the guy that trained new employees, he used to literally, I noticed, I was the only one to notice, at 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, he'd have his coat on, he was gone. And I'd see him, because there was a Lidl across the road. And I was in the Lidl buying a pasty or whatnot. And I'd see this guy literally like, he was like darting. I was like, where's this guy going? So one day I said to him, I got friendly with him. And I said, where'd you go on lunchtime? Down the pub, he said. He said, there's a pub down the road, turn left, turn blah, blah. So I said, he said, do not, he said, tell anyone about it. I said, I'm not going to tell anyone about this. So I said, I'm coming with you. So every day, there was two of us. We'd have our brains like swamped all day by like how to get to platform 2 from Stoke to London to Belfast to Edinburgh to London, and then you'd have to do the circle line. You'd have to work out people's circle line routes and all this other stuff. And it was like burning my brain. So we used to dash to the pub. We used to have 2 pints. 2 pints in an hour, and we go back. But back then, it was like 2002, something like that. Back then, no one gave a damn. No one, like, of course, we had 2 pints. You could, as long as you're doing your job. Brad saying 3 pints of lunch was the norm. Is he drinking Vitas? No, Pan, I'm drinking Frankie. As long as your job was done, and I'm talking to everyone here, that it was okay. It was okay to have a bit of a drink in work. It really was. I don't think so now, though. I don't think so. Early on a Friday was also the norm. Brad, yeah, 2:30. 2:30, the latest, on a Friday. I was a site manager. Now, I got a super chat to get to a minute. Warfield, Swedish krona, 20 Swedish krona. Where's the Mrs. Si? She'd gone down for a meal with her friends. She'd gone down Italian place in Barry for a meal with her friends. Christmas meal. She went to the charity shop last week. She bought them all pound gifts. That was the theme. Charity shop of your choice. Spend no more than £1. So that's what she did. She bought everyone presents for £1. And they're all having a drink and a meal in this Italian restaurant. Anyway, where was I? Oh, I got onto something really, really interesting then, and it's gone now. That was it, Brad. Right. And here was the other one. So it was funny because I went from, like, in the winter, working in call centres, to in the summer, 1 year, all the way, girls' night out, good idea, Mel, away from the boring man, Christine. And I got all the way to a site manager once, winged it all the way, winged it to site manager. I was managing a site. And do you know what my biggest trouble was? My biggest trouble, because everybody's self-employed. Everybody's self-employed. Keeping people on site. That was my hardest job. I knew on a Friday, by 2:30, literally, there was men walking off site, 2:30 on a Friday. So I'd be like arranging meetings with the contractors saying, hey, you've agreed to this job. You've agreed to take this job on. I need men on this site. Painting the walls or building walls or whatever, plastering walls, putting roofs on. I need people here. This place is not going to build itself. And he'd be like, they're self-employed. And I'd be like, yeah, no, but you signed the contract to get all this done by a certain date. I need you to get your boys to stop walking off site at 2:30 on a Friday. And it was difficult for me because only a few months ago, I was one of those blokes on a Friday disappearing out of the gate. Because, of course, shit rolls downhill, doesn't it? I had a contracts manager above me. So I had a contracts manager, what they call I don't even think they exist anymore, whether they do or not. I had someone called a contracts manager above me. And he would, it was like passing the message around. He'd pass it to me, hey, they're leaving early. And I'd go, yeah, okay, that's my job, right. It's in there, winging it completely. Right, I need to speak to the contracts manager, the contracts, it was murder. You'd have no chance with me, Si. Anything after midday on a Friday is overtime. Crap, I'd be like, hey, Mac, where you going? Put your fucking hard hat on, Mac. Get your fucking hard hat on. Get your fucking goggles on, Mac. Get your fucking gloves on. That's what I'd be like that, you know? Yes, Poets Day. What's Poets Day? Bottle openers in my hand at 11:45 a.m. Poets Day. What was Poets Day? Oh, I can't remember. Right, Warfield. He's saying, I'll ask once again. If any of you are using Untapped, please let me know. I'd love to add people from here. Right. What I'm going to say to that, Warfield, is there's 257 people in, watching, commenting. I think if it was just me, finish off early tomorrow, Saturday. Poets Day, right, okay. What I'll say to that is, I got 260 people drinking along live with me now, commenting and whatnot. It's impossible. It's impossible for me to read every single comment and answer every single comment. I understand your frustration. And Stephen Mason saying, yeah, new background. I totally understand everybody's frustration because it's just me. It's just me on my own. And I can't, and it's impossible for me. If I miss a comment, I'll apologise in advance. But I can't answer. It's impossible for me to answer every comment. I'm trying to tell a story. I'm trying to read comments. I'm answering comments. I'm back in Transco again. I'm back in the National Rail Inquiries. Right, Piccadilly Circus, Central Line number 2. Paulie's saying he's getting frustrated. I can totally understand your frustration. Why pheasants? I just noticed because I wanted a nice pencil wallpaper. The other wallpaper was £43 a roll. This was 20. I went for the 20 quid a roll stuff, and it looks very much the same. I wasn't paying £43 a roll for wallpaper. Not a jot. No chance. No chance I'm paying £43 a roll for wallpaper. I seen that for 20 quid a roll. I thought that'll do. It went on the blooming wall. And that's that. That is that. There's no crows. There's no crows. There's no 3D seller, which I was looking at for £100 I was thinking maybe that'll look nice. I just went, you know what? Pheasants. 20 quid pheasants will do. Simon's a cheapskate. I know. Tommy's loving Friday in the Stone Crow on YouTube. Stone the Pheasants, it's the new background. Hey mate, love your videos and streams. I'm currently on the Red Stripe Lager and Bailey's. Brilliant. Ken Hogg, hello Ken Hogg, how you doing? He says, grab a beer on me. No Central Line Piccadilly. Oh, I'm making it all up now. I've never seen any other channel where the likes are way higher than the people watching. It's a blooming great thing. Amazing. Honestly, yay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have fun and we do what we can. I've seen Simon's phone on a live. Seeing is believing. Comments rattle through like nobody's business. Surprised he picks up anything at all. Craft Beer Hub, thank you very much. If I could highlight that comment, I would. You know, like the likes, live TV. I'm not sure I could do that. You know when you got someone, they wear microphones. So they're talking. They're analysing something, or they're talking about something, or they interview. Martin Brundle. Let's take Martin Brundle, for example. Formula One, when he does his live grid walk. He's walking along the grid, right? He's looking for people to talk to. He's making sure he's not being knocked and bashed, and he's making sure his cameraman's following him. He's making sure he's in shot. He's got someone in his ear talking to him, saying, you've got 2 minutes, you've got 1 minute, you've got 30 seconds left. He's got so much going on. And yet, he's holding conversations. It's crazy, it's manic, it's why we all love Martin Brundle's grid walk. But this, I'm not saying this is the same as Martin Brundle's grid walk, but it's kind of similar. I'm trying to tell a story. I'm trying to read comments. It's like a... Let me tell you about my Saturday. Let me get Ken Hogg super chat. Simon Martin Brundle. Ken Hogg, €5 super chat, says cheers mate. Cheers Ken. Thank you very much for the super chat. Is the bar any warmer after the installation? Heating's on. Do you want to see my rad? Do you want to see... Oh, rad. This is building site talk now. Do you want to see my radiator? It is. Don't look at my yellow teeth. Look at that. Look at that. We got a radiator. We got a working radiator in the Stone Crow for the first time. And I'm in a jumper rolled up. I could quite easily be in a t-shirt. But if I pulled this off now, my hair would go... And I'm not doing that. Did you actually plumb it yourself? No. I had a wonderful plumber. Do you know, you meet people in life, you just hit it off. I got on like a house on fire with this guy. In fact, normally when I have people in the house working, I do most of the work myself. Very rarely when I get someone in, I'll sit in a corner, out the way, let them do their job and go. I pulled the chair. I pulled the chair up. I sat right there and I was chatting to this guy, and you know, we got on like a house on fire. Brilliant. Paul Jones, brilliant. What a great guy. He was a great guy, he really was. Top of my head, 3 or 4 beers in, asked me his name. I'll have to look at my emails, and because I've been reading all these comments all night, my head's pickled. So, and of course, I'm not going to mention someone's name on a live feed anyway. So I get an underground bar. William, plenty of time on my side. What beer did you offer him? He had one of my BrewDog fast beers. In a way, you were doing a grid walk for 3 hours, Simon. Big Kev, I know, it's 3 hours. Do you know how I get through, Big Kev? I drink my way through the Martin Brundle grid walk. Nice one for today as well. Save me a set for driver. Oh, William. Will. Right. Will. Hello, Will. How are you doing? Right. I'm going to talk about it, if Will don't mind me talking about it. The Linda's gone. The Linda has gone. It's gone. It's gone to good use. The Linda has gone to good use. It's being used by William Sullivan. Thank you, Will. Turned up today. Took it off my arms. We're about to fall. So I'll tell you a story though, William. I mean, it's all in jest. It's all in fun. So Craft Beer Hub wanted to buy 2 for this horse box. You got like a horse box bar thing, and you were like, I'm on my way, and I got 300 quid, and I was like, job done. Let's go. Let's do it. Job done. Let's get it done. And it was just one of those things. It was great that it's gone. Great that it's sold. But yeah, people wanted it. People really wanted that Linda machine. Really wanted it. But William came, and do you know what? I'd have done 301, but no, but this is a very good but. William, we got on so well. Smiling, great. He's going to keep the sticker on the front as well. He's going to keep the Real Ale Craft Beer sticker on the front, which is absolutely awesome. I'm glad, because that's part of the Real Ale Craft Beer kind of relic, isn't it? That we ever existed in the world. That sticker, he said he's going to keep it on, which I'm really pleased he's going to keep the sticker on the front. It's amazing. Have you ever had a Hofbräu Oktoberfest beer? I got one in the fridge. Just cracked one open. Drew, you've just told me I got one in the fridge. Yeah, so this Linda machine, and only in conversation now, it turned into a bidding war. Drew, absolute class. It turned into a bidding war, this Linda machine, and I'm glad it did, because it's the Real Ale Craft Beer Linda machine. Yeah, we done it, man. It's gone to good use. It's gone to somebody who's going to use it. I've used it twice. I didn't use it anymore. And I thought, I have to sell this machine. I have to get rid of this machine because I'm not using it. It's a waste. It's a waste of a really good machine. It's a waste of it. Just give it to somebody who's going to use it. And that was the main thing for me. Of course it was. Then Amazing Machines, they also have this VWS following where they generate so much interest. Is that right? I mean, somebody in the beer industry, I should know that, shouldn't I? Imagine what the pink shorts will be worth. Big Kev, the pink shorts, they'd be worth a fortune. Right, Jack Parry's The Witching Hour. What happened to the printer? Mine was a disaster. Never used it now. I gave it to my friend. I had a pint of 1 and a pint of 2, which I broke. I broke both machines, so I put them in the skip. They went to the skip. And pint of 3, I didn't break it, but I had a funny brew on it. And every other brew I've had on the pointer, every brew for me exploded. Every single one was like ice cream. I was like, I can't be doing with this. So I give it to my mate, and my mate can have a go at it. He's a home brewer. My mate's a home. Again. Give these things to people who are going to use them. Give these things to people who are going to get some use out of them. I wasn't going to get any use out of a pointer. I can't even... I have trouble making toast in the morning. Never mind making a home brew. I need to see a perfect draft review of the fancy Collabs. I've currently got it at home chilling, but I'm abroad. Low tobacco, natural hell. Have you reviewed this one? I think maybe. Paul Jones, maybe. I would like to get a Franciscana Calabia. Everybody asking me to get Franciscana Calabia. Maybe I buy one on the perfect draft for Christmas. Maybe. But it's the Witching Hour. Everybody's telling me it's the Witching Hour. Is there going to be any controversy tonight? Well, there's no controversy, is there? There's nothing really to... Brad said estate agents. Oh, God, don't get me started on estate agents. I've had a 30-year battle with estate agents. I really have. Everyone that comes here says it's not worth what I want it to be worth. Do you know what I do? Do you want to hear this story? Estate agents. One came here. He walked through the door, holding his eyes, because he knows I knew him from rugby. And he was like, "What have you done?" He said, "Tell me, Simon, you haven't spent money in this house. You haven't spent money in this area." And I said, "Come and have a look at my loft conversion." He went, "What?" He went. And this was 2006. This was 2006. I said, "Come and have a look at my loft conversion." He went, "What?" He went, "You've done a loft conversion where you live, in that terraced house?" And I said, "Yes. Come and have a look." Showed him around. He went, "You've done a good job, but it's not worth the paper it's written on." And he made me really mad. I didn't say anything though, because I've lived in Caddiston all my life. And this probably happens everywhere. Agree with me here. This happens everywhere. People from Bristol, no, let's start in London. People from London would probably say, "I wouldn't live in Reading." People in Reading would probably say, "I wouldn't live in Bristol." People in Bristol would say, "I wouldn't live in Cardiff." People in Cardiff say that I wouldn't live in Barry. People in Barry say they wouldn't live in Caddiston. I think it's just a mentality thing. William Sullivan come here today. It wasn't the worst place in the world, was it, William? It wasn't like there was anything, like we had running water and we had gas and we had electric and the sun shines in the sky when the clouds part. You know, all of these things happen. Like if I was to live in the West End, the posh part of Barry. So we have this, like, we live in a world of Bristolians wouldn't live in Cardiff, Londoners wouldn't live in Bristol or Reading. Reading people wouldn't live in Bristol. We live in a world. We live in a world of like looking down on people. We've always lived in that world of looking down on people, haven't we? Anyway, we got a £20 super chat from Michael Richards. Which and hour, but no drama tonight. Sorry, WhatsApp groups. Michael Richards, £20 super chat. Thank you very much for the super chat. We'll just say thank you for the super chat. And there's no WhatsApp groups. I've never been to Carrickson, but it's likely going to be a solid working class place, and it sounds like you've got one of the smartest places in it. They just haven't appreciated exactly what it is. Craft beer hub, exactly that. So, what I did after the loft conversion, I dusted myself down as any good person would, and I spent more money. I put some French doors in, and I built this conservatory, and I fitted a new kitchen, and I put a roll top bath in the bathroom. And then, lo and behold, I get another estate agent round 20 years later, 2006, 2023, 17 years later, and they say the same thing. I've literally, fireplaces, literally all new. This is like a brand new house. It's all been rewired, all new plumbing, everything's been done. And they go, yeah, but it's like any other house in Carrickson. And I'm like, every other house in Carrickson's got like 7 layers of wallpaper on the wall. You know, it's that type, you know, and I'm like, no, it's not like any other house in Carrickson because it doesn't have 7 layers of wall. It's not people papering on paper, you know? And I'm like, I just can't get it. I cannot understand it or get it. I never will. I see it as pretentious. I see it as snooty. I see it as people looking down their nose at you. The problem with this is that there's no East End estate agent. If ever a shop in the East End of the town come up for rent, that will be my goldmine. The East End of Barry has 30,000 people living there, and we have to deal with these, can't say that, can I? In the West End, that look down their noses at you every time they come and go, they've made up their minds before they've walked through the door. I want to open East End Estates, and I'm going to have slogans on the wall. We do not judge East End people, and if you live in the East End, you should put your property on with us. And I'm going to become an estate agent for the people. An estate agent for the people. And I'm going to put the houses on the market for more money than the West End. And I'm going to reason that because we're closer to the capital city of Wales by 2 miles. And that's my reasoning. Nobody takes into account geography. I am closer to the capital city of Wales than any of those Barry Island beach loving lunatics eating bacon sandwiches at Marco's Cafe on a Sunday morning. I'm 2 miles closer. Sounds like Biff in Back to the Future 2. Right, I need a wee and I need to go and get a beer. I'll be back now. We are lucky here. We do not have that such distracts here. There's Michael. I live in a village just outside of Prague, and a community amazing, and all the events we celebrate. Thing is, they haven't considered You've done a lot of the work yourself and saved a bunch. They've looked at every project in there and put a contractor's price on everything and unfairly. They really have. I'm on the edge of my postcode. If I walk 5 minutes down the road, the houses are worth 100k less. Il Corvo. It's bonkers, isn't it? Il Corvo, there's a place called Old Caddiston. Now, this is how mental this is. There's a place called Old Caddiston. I can walk from here to Old Caddiston in 2 minutes. And the house prices jumped by £100,000. 2 minutes walk. I don't get it. I cannot and will not accept it. I will not accept it. I will not accept it. I'm going for a wee, I'm getting a beer. No, have one. It's fine. Ha ha! It's the witching hour. I paid 45,000 for my first house in 1996. What's the problem, everybody? Paul Joe, treating a message to, are you? Inflation figure, it's ridiculous. Budweiser, checkmate, beers tonight. We got nearly 300 people in. We have a new discussion point. Brad, what is the latest discussion point? I've been for a wee, I poured a beer. Oh, Paulie. Enjoy your night, innit? Whatever happened to the veg patch you started out the back? John MC, let me tell you, no. A new viewer only seen that video last night. Hope you realize you're doing them a favour. John MC, really difficult, really difficult to even talk about this at the moment. I've got videos coming out in the future. I couldn't get away from it, basically. I was in the middle of reviews of the beer advent calendar, and door knocked, police at the door. Yes, today. I'm not sure I'm even allowed to talk about it. Yeah, of course. Why not? just like, yeah, I won't get into the personal stuff with the old bill and whatnot. They were very nice. They were very, very nice, by the way. They were really kind of like, pfft. And so was everybody else that I dealt with today, by the way. If you're watching, one of the people that I was dealing with today has a perfect draft machine, and he drinks Stella and filtered. So if you're watching, hello to you, and I hope you're having a nice night. So yeah, it's been a tough week. I'm not sure if you can see by my eyes. It's been a tough week this week. It's been a tough week in my life, really. Tired, absolutely tired. But on the plus point, I only see plus points in life. I only see positives. I never look at the negative. I never look. Stone Crow HQ is priceless, no sales. Chris Silver. I only see positive things in life. I only see, like, I don't see weeds. I see flowers, you know? I'm one of those type of people. I only ever see the positives in life. I only try and, like, what am I suppose you're like, what are you on about? Yeah, now, mate. I suppose some of you are like, what is he even banging on about? Knackered little bugger. Al Humphreys. I'm trying to... What I've realised is that technology is my friend. Every time there's been a situation at the front of my house, we have a Ring doorbell and it picks it up, and we've got over those problems by technology and video and blah, blah, blah. So I just, up until now, I've not had the finances to invest in a security system for the back of the house. Until now. I've saved up and I bought a security system for the back of the house. And I'm hoping, because I've not bought just... I've spoken to a friend of mine who works in security, and he has said to me, don't invest in one system. You have to invest in two. Because if the one system gets taken down by a zombie, for argument's sake, then you have another system filming the one system being taken down. And there's your evidence type of thing. So I've invested in two security systems for the back of the house. So I'm going to cover all areas. I'm allowed to film, because I've had some damage. I've had a little bit of damage to the property this week. I'm allowed to film what's been, like, the area of what's likely to be damaged. I've been told that I'm allowed to film that, so I'm gonna not film it, wrong word. I'm gonna protect. That's what a security system is, isn't it? I'm gonna protect the area of what I need to protect, and of course it all gets sent straight to the cloud. It's all right there. And I've got it on hand. I've got it in my hands. I've got something to work with. At the moment, front of the house lots of technology, lots of evidence, if you like. Back of the house is he said, she said, all hearsay. We need to see, and that's what I'm hopeful of providing going forward is the technology that we have in the front of the house, have it in the back. Poorly getting I thought about that, one of those big Rottweilers, one of those like zombie eating Rottweilers. 298, 22 minutes past. Christine, that's a really good idea, Christine. You're allowed to do it as long as it doesn't film outside the boundary. Well, you different advice. Problem is, Simon, if someone decides to scratch your car or dent it, not easy to catch, that I've already had it happen to my new car. In my case, just clumsy people parking too close. Not good, Christine. I mean, yeah, that's what I've found. That's what I found. We're living in a world of he said, she said. And you need technology. You need technology to record and to film what you're trying to, your message really, the message you're trying to get across. You need to film it. Gee, Simon, you can get an old iPhone 6 for like £40, 4K video recording. Oh, Chris, yeah, that's very good. Good evening, Simon. How are you, buddy? Good evening, all in the chat. Paul's beer reviews, Paul, time to tell a joke. Time to tell a joke, Paul. KCJ Bomber FTW, US dollar 19.99 US dollars. That's very, very nice of you. Long time no see. Cheers from Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills. That'd be amazing. Oh, I'd love to see that. That would be incredible. Craft Beer Hub. I've got the ring system on my house, all on the cloud. Some bits outside of my boundary, but it protects my property, cars, etc. So sod the law. I mean, there's so I was given some advice today, and the advice was that if there's been like a little bit of damage type of thing, then you're allowed to film where something's been damaged, you know, because you're showing them the damage, and they don't seem to mind. That's what I got today from the conversation. If there's damage, trouble is terrace housing, all kind of on top of you, isn't it? I live on the end. I live in a lane. I live next to a lane. I'm a human being. I need 8 hours of sleep a night. I can't walk up and down that lane. It'd drive you bonkers, wouldn't it? Walking up and down that lane like ooh, and that's what I mean. You know, essentially, stupidly, I've had the doorbell in the front, and there's been me like a little bit curtain twitcher, like looking at the back, and you know, just let the technology do it. Let the technology work the magic, you know. Signs up. Well, yeah. Put the signs up, they got ripped down. Good old Barbados. LA is not back long. Who says that, Pan? We got 257 people in the Stone Crow virtual pub. Should we do another like? Should we just get people? Should we get people liking the Stone Crow virtual pub? Should we go big? Should we go big before? Turn it off. It is 26 minutes past 9. Shall we say, hit the like button for 500 likes? Come on, let's go big, let's go big. I parked my wife's car out on the road in front of my mate's house. He's a security guy, house absolutely covered in cameras, perfect hat. He's awesome, to be fair. Do you know? So I found this system. I'm probably going to review it, because I review everything. You're probably going to see a security camera video on YouTube in the next 2 weeks. Because I review everything, as you all know. But I like this system. I really, really like this system that I've started. You know when you choose something? See, my wife does all. Hello, Drew. Hello, Drew. Drew's waving. Do you know when, like, so my wife's gone down the Amazon road, but they want £3 a month for each device. For each device. I found a system that you buy the hard drive. So you buy your own hard drive, you fit the hard drive and everything. You could buy 20 things if you want, 20 different cameras, and it all launches into this box. And it's yours, and you've got copies of it, and etc, etc. So you haven't got to pay a monthly subscription. This is the thing. Amazon will sell you a Blink. I've looked at it all. Blink doorbells, Blink video cameras, Amazon Alexa, Amazon Ring. But Amazon will charge you £3 a month forever. Whereas you can buy, for a little bit more money, you can buy this system, and all you need to do is buy your own hard drive thing that goes into this system. And I've decided to go down that route. Pay a little bit more money for the actual floodlights and the security cameras and all this other stuff, but you don't pay a monthly subscription. It's yours outright. I think I'm right in saying the UK is one of the most observed countries by camera. And I know, crap. Thing is, Mark, I'll be honest with you, I would have much preferred to have not gone down this road. I have had a year now. I've had a year of bitty, bitey rubbish, and I've not been able to prove much, and I'm a man of the street. I really am. And I've tried, and this is the point, I've tried to be a normal person. I've tried to be your normal man down the pub, but it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. It really hasn't. So I've had to invest, and it looks like it for me. It's not a good look. I don't like the look of it. I don't like the path I've taken, but it's the only way to go. It's the only way to go. I got a super chat. $10 super chat by BenderNet, and that's a $10 super chat. Thank you so very much. Santa Monica, Manhattan Beach, Arts District, Silver Lake, Beverly, Century City. Oh, lots of people are tuned in. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. If you've had some property damage, then you have to do what you need to do. Simple as that. I know. It's not how I would like. I'm a boy. I'm a man in the street. I'm one of the boys. You know, word of mouth. Something happens, you heard about it, someone's told you, you know, this has happened and who's done it and clip around the ear hole, that sort of thing. That's how I would choose to live my life. But unfortunately, it's just gone on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And I've just gone to the point now where I've gone, I'm going to get some cameras. And I'm going to get a blooming good night's sleep at night. My car insurance went up for the first time in 24 years of driving. Never crashed. If they don't know that, I'm a safe driver after 24 years, then I ripped off left and right instead of Big Kev. I know, we are Big Kev. We are. I'm with one of those cheapy companies, you know, you see in the back of the racing books. I'm one of them. They'll never pay out, but I'm legal, you know. I'm not breaking the law for not having insurance, but I'm paying really cheap insurance because these companies will never pay out. Simon, have you ever had the Green Fairy, aka the Absinthe, Warfjord? The Absinthe? No. Yes. At a, what they call them, before the man gets married, the stag do. The stag do, yes, I had one on a stag do. I quickly fell off the horse. Funniest thing, try get insured on an EV, $2,500 a year for a Tesla. I was once quoted, lol. I only did the quote for fun too. Christine, can you $2,500? $2,500. Yeah, all right, yeah. That's all drive electric cars. Melrose is back. It's full of really cool new stuff. Nathan Andrew, got a question. Why does IPA in a can look so pale compared to an amber, hazy coloured out of a draft pump? Love you, by the way. Nathan, I love you too. IPA in a can. I don't know. Maybe they brewed it differently for the can. Maybe. I don't know what the biggest rip-off, car insurance or the BBC TV license. I'm done with both of them. I think most people, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're making sure that they make no programming for the good old boop, but at the same time, they're going to put the price up for the good old boop, and everyone's going to go, I'm not paying it anymore. And that's the point. That's the point of doing it. Last year for Mr. Sunak, obviously, tatty-ho after that. It's obvious to everybody. And he's going to create as much carnage and damage as he can, possibly, in the next year to ruin. Because everybody's spiteful, really, aren't they? Everyone, you know, he's kicking and screaming. He's on his way out. Nobody wants him. He's just making a right old mess. And they tell you they got they tell you, don't they? Oh, we got your heart. We got your we got your best interests and all this stuff. It's all about wreckage. It's all about all it seems to me anyway. They're wrecking, absolutely. It's like a wrecking ball. They're like, how much destruction can we do before we leave? That's what I'm getting. That's the message I'm getting. But then again, the next person coming in, I don't trust him either. Do not trust him with a badge pull. Do not trust that man with a badge. So what do you do as a person with a pencil marking? Not a lot of pen. It takes them hours and hours and hours to rub everything out and re-exit. What do you do? Who do you put that mark in the box for? Oh, where do we turn, like? There's no, like, if I started a party that said, I'm going to bring the beer tax down, and nobody, who wants that? Nobody would vote for that, would they? Nobody would. I'd love to. I've thought about it a long time. I've thought about the slogan, I will bring the beer taxes down as much as Germany or the Czech Republic. I've thought about having a party myself and running this country, because I reckon I'd run this country better than, say no more, in Westminster. Easily. Common sense. There's not enough people. They're all university types. They're all trained. You must do this, and you must put this in this box, and you must put this in this. They're not nimble thinking. There's no common sense. There's no common sense. I do a great job. I'd rip it all up. I'd rip it all up. I'd rip everything up, and I'd start again. Every council that said, oh, well, we got no money. Oh, I would say, well, that's not my problem. That's nothing to do with me. You're sorting out your finances. That's nothing to do with me. You need to sort that out yourself. And I wouldn't give them any money. I would say, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're not having a penny. And then I'd bring down taxes. Exactly, knocking heads. I'd start knocking heads. That's exactly what I would do. But it's not. It's funny though, isn't it? Because it's like we're like Little America. We're not Britain anymore, are we? We're Little America. Oh, the Americans got this massive inflationary problem. All of a sudden, the UK's got this massive inflationary problem too. Everyone's doing Laurel and Hardy like this. Everyone's doing Laurel and Hardy. It's like we're following. Do you know what I'm annoyed about seeing is American news. I'm annoyed, and if there's anyone from America watching this, then I apologise in advance. But I don't really need to see American news in the UK. I don't really need to see like what's happening and what's going on and it's almost like we're Little America. We're not Little America. We're the UK. We are not Little America. We are the UK. We are a different, completely big water between us. We are a different country, different time zones. It's like it's becoming like this whole globalization. It's like there's a few people in the world absolutely, they're pushing the buttons in life. I'd rip it up. Can I tell you? Can anybody remember the beer purity thing that I started? Can anybody remember that? I put a petition in for a UK purity law in beer. I had 50 questions back. 50 questions back as to why I want a British purity law in the UK. 50 questions. I haven't got time. And this is the problem. They flummox you. They put you back on the back. I haven't got time to answer 50 in-depth questions about why there should be a British purity law in beer. It's because I want to change and I want to make things different. And you're tied up. You're tied up in bureaucracy. You're tied up, you're knotted up. You're done and dusted. We aren't different in a global boom 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 runs everything behind the course. Absolutely it does. Ludo says Christmas is very important. It really is. I totally agree. Put the questions into an AI. I could do. Neil Smith, there is that. There is that. Do you know what I'd do, Neil Smith? Do you know what I would do? I'd write off the £1 trillion debt. That's what I'd do, Neil Smith, to lower taxes. I'd say, whoever we owe money to, you're not having a damn penny. That's what I'd say. First thing I'd do. And then I would lower taxes. Because I didn't know anybody I don't know anyone £1 billion. It's not my money. I'd just say you're not having it. And I wouldn't even tell all my advisors around me, all these people who are going back to, like Mr. Neil Smith said about the syndicate. I wouldn't even tell them. I'd go on the porch with a microphone and I'd say, you're not having your £1 trillion. You're not having it. It's gone. Forget about it. It's gone. Go through the courts. No money. No money for you. £1 trillion debt. No money for you. And then I would lower taxes. It's historical debt. It's historical debt anyway. They can't chase you for historical debt. 6 years. They can't chase you anymore. Tell me I know. Change over the window, so Mark, yeah. Why do you reckon we have less percentage of beer and small breweries closing? Well, exactly that. William has said. Al Humphreys. Yeah. Al Humphreys, yeah, of course, Al Humphreys. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, World War III. Yeah. 477 likes. 477 likes. Hit the like button down below. Come on, everybody. Hit the like button down below. 22 more likes. 22 more likes to go. Hit that like button down below. Come on. Hit that like button down below. 478 likes. Hit that like button down below. Let's get to 500 likes. Come on. 500 likes. 500 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. 500 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Come on, everybody. 500 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Let's go. 500 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. 16 likes to go. 16 likes to go for 500 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. All you've got to do, hit the like button down below. We got 2 likes. Come on, 14 likes to go. 14 likes to go for 500 likes. Come on. My apologies. The dog, I didn't realise the dog was outside. 11 likes. 11 more likes to go. Come on, 11 more likes to go. 11 more likes for 500 likes. Ah, the dog goes in, yeah. Wet paws all over the house. I love it. It's my favourite. 11 more likes to go. Hit the like button down below. Come on, 11 more likes to go. 10 more likes. 10 more likes to go. Hit the like button down below. We'll be drinking an Imperial IPA, 9.9%. Cheers from the USA. Brian, I'm hopeful, Brian, that I didn't cause any. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Hopefully I didn't cause any offence earlier about having like lots of American news in the UK. It's just that I think the things that change. We used to have local news about like normal stuff. We don't get that anymore. It's like all global stuff. We don't have anything what's going on here in the UK. It's like stuff going on a million miles away from here. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about what's going on around the world, but I don't live there. And I want to know what news is going on around the corner. And there's not enough of that. There's not enough of what's going on around the UK. It's all like sounds terrible, doesn't it? But I'm not from Russia, I'm not from Ukraine, I'm not from Israel, I'm not from Gaza. Like, why am I being bombarded with this? Why am I being bombarded with this on a daily basis? This, you know, when I was growing up, it used to be about, like, people, it'd be a bit morbid, I suppose, but it used to be about normal stuff, like this poor old lady couldn't get her dog out the tree while the tree was on fire, or, you know, that sort of thing. It'd be normal stuff, but we don't get normal stuff anymore. It's like Jack Parry. It's like a world. If you ask me to point any of these places on a map, I wouldn't be able to point them on a map. I don't know where they are. I do not know where they are. And that's not me being ignorant. That is not me being an ignorant person. I just don't know where they are. I want to hear about Doris, who's got a dog stuck up a tree and the tree's on fire. That's local news. That's news. I want to hear about stuff like that, you know. Sorry for being the way I am, but, you know, yeah, Mickey, educate yourself. Yeah. But why? It's pumped into us on a daily basis. Daily basis. You say that, educate yourself. I've been all over the world. I've been all over Europe. I've been all over the world. I've been all over Europe. I don't need to educate yourself. If you're going to jump on a plane, oh, here we go, I'm going to go and help them out. I bet you don't. But I bet you watch the news and go, tut, 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 tut. You know? If you really care that much, jump on a plane, go and help them. Favourite place I've been? Probably Germany. Probably Germany. Love it. Germany. William says, let's go for 600 likes. That stays 11 p.m. Simon, I'm loving my new second-hand crabs. Hitting the advice. Hey, Lewis William, yeah, brilliant. R.I.P. Shane McGowan, London's best. Oh, what an amazing song. I love that song at Christmas, especially in the pub. Especially in the pub. I love listening to, used to make you beggar, you cheap, lousy beggar, you fucking asshole. I love, what a song at Christmas. I love it because if you're going to choose a song, at Christmas on the karaoke, you are going to sing that, aren't you? Eh? I've been on the karaoke stage, and I've been the man, and I got the girl being the girl, and we blast it. You blast it, don't you? You cheap lousy, you cheap fucking bastard. It was like, what a bloody Christmas song. It's bloody great, you know, I love it. Yeah, Shane McGowan, cheers, my friend. Merry Christmas, you asshole. In the drunk tank, yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Got the perfect draft on the Club Tropicana, says Nathan. Alhambra Grand Reserve, superb, says George. Steve Jeffrey, brilliant. Like fan of 10 episode. Jack Paddy, in Ireland last year on New Year's Eve in a pub, singing that song. Everyone was up dancing with each other, the best times. Jack Paddy is brilliant. They can put on you what they want. They can tell you all the negative news you want. But you know what? As long as we have the pub. Do you know the worst thing? The worst thing for society. The worst thing for society is if we are all sat in front of that television. If we are all sat with our square eyes, with our goggles on, watching the television, that will be the end. I'm telling you now. If the pub's shut, if people do not have their say, we're knackered. We are knackered. We really are. If we sit in front of that goggle box and television night after night, and we carry on being force-fed this rubbish, then the moment that people realise this, the moment that people realise that that big 50-inch television in their front room is just feeding them. I'll give you an example. You know the best example? Football. Football's the best example. I'm going to be really honest with everybody now. Football is a working man's game, and it will always be a working man's game. But the whole thing with VAR, the whole thing with the tackles, the whole thing with answering back to the referee and the managers, the biggest thing here is the managers. The managers not able to have their say. We live in a democracy, by the way. We live in a democracy. And the Premier League and all the football managers, they are not allowed to blow off any steam, or they're not allowed to do their job properly. They're not allowed to shout and bawl. They've got to play along that line. Otherwise, they got to cough up. They've got to cough up. There's no democracy in football. And the reason why there's no democracy in football is because they know for a fact that it's the working man's game, and it's the goggle box. It all goes back to the goggle box. It's about trying to stop you keying a car or punching somebody in the head, or, you know, it's all like mundane training over and over again, until we're just a species like of robots going to work and coming home, sitting in front of the telly all night, you know, like this, watching EastEnders or Coronation Street, you know, like this. And that's all the goggle box is for. Chrissy, you know what I'm trying to say. It's the reason why Shane McGowan, or what his name is, Shane McGowan, whatever his name is, it's the reason why he was never number one. It's a fantastic song. It's a fantastic song. But the reason why it never made number one is because it's too controversial. He will now. He'll make number one now, and I'm glad, I'm happy. I'm over the moon that he's going to make number one this year. Because your good old Beeb will not be able to ignore it. They'll not be able to ignore it, and they'll not be able to, like, say that it's bad and oh, you shouldn't drink. That's all the BBC talk about, isn't it? Oh, you shouldn't drink. Oh, one more thing before I'm going in 3 minutes. But I shook the life out of Tesco workers today at 9 o'clock in the morning. Do you want to know why? Let me finish this and I'll tell you. Right. I went to Tesco this morning, 9 o'clock, and I decided to buy 4 bottles of Franciscana for this very live stream. They were these bottles with these barcodes. I was scanning on the self-till. Now, I put through my mince, and it just went burp. And I put through my crisps, and it went burp. And I put through my cabbage and everything else that I shopped with that day. And I put through the alcohol at the end. And it made this awful noise at me, like I was a criminal. I put it through. And it basically said, you've got to go and find a lady now that will verify your age. So I did that. I found a lady. I do this. Anyway, I found a lady. The lady came over. You can imagine me in Tesco's, can't you? She came over and done my alcohol thing. And I had another 3 bottles. I had another 3 bottles of Franciscana to put through. And do you know what happened? The mince went bang. The cabbage went bang. The Franciscana or any other alcohol goes bang, bang. It makes that sort of noise. Bang, bang. And I stopped. I'm not having this. I am not having this. I called the lady back over. And she said, is there a problem? And I said, yes. And I got my next bottle. And I put the next bottle through. And it went, or whatever noise it made. Not like mince or cabbage, like you should be buying. It went, and I said, can you tell me why my bottle of beer is making such a noise going through the self-service till? And she said, well, it's alcohol. And I said, well, I know it's alcohol, but you've already cleared that it's alcohol. Why is alcohol, and this is my question, why is alcohol making a different noise to my cabbage, or my mince, or my can of Coca-Cola? And she said, well, it's alcohol. And I said, well, will you get your manager? And she said, I can't get the manager. She said, I can't get the manager for such a trivial thing. I said, well, it's not trivial. I said, it's not trivial because I work in the beer industry. And I said, we are crucified enough. I said, we're crucified enough without having our, beer making a different noise on the till when we put it through. So I'm gonna go definitely now. But what I want you to do, the next time you go through, no, don't toe jam. I'm gonna leave it with this. I'm definitely gonna leave it with this. This is true. The next time you go through a self-service till, put through your cabbage, your vegetables, everything else, and then put through your alcohol last. And it will make a different noise. It will make a different noise going through. And what I want you to do is tell a manager, why is my alcohol, which I'm old enough to pay for, making a different noise to my cabbage or my mince or anything else? I'm going to leave you on that. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Stone the Crows. Boom. Cheers. Oh, right. There we are. Cross at the